Nimbus. The space gate to Dark World is charged up and now open. Welcome back, Twitch, YouTube, X. It's your boy KDZ bringing you guys another market watch. And again, guys, the reason why we do the videos because I have a huge passion for trading card games. I love talking about trading card games, and I want to continue to build a community that has the same love and passion for admiring all those gorgeous lore windows as I do. And with that, let's get into it. Yesterday we left off. We were talking about we had just started our trip down memory lane in 2016. We had went into Breakers of Shadow and looked at Neptubis, the Atlantean Prince. We looked at all the supers, all of the ultras. Wasn't really anything crazy. Let's look at the rares. Fiendish Rhino Warrior, that's a relatively good rare that came out of here. It's still being used today. I want to say Super Heavy Samurai Beast QB was used when before Scarecrow got banned. Tomb Buster Blader. I think does this have a foil reprint for Tomb Buster Blader? I know Shiranui Spirit Master does. Before the foil reprint of Shiranui Spirit Master, this one has some pretty good value. Dinosaur Power, the Mighty Draco Slayer, Godarla actually spiked up in value as well before it got its ultra rare reprint. Reborn, Goyo King. That's an interesting one. Goyo King. I want to look at this. That's right. Goyo King, Goyo Emperor, Goyo Defender. I remember now. At the beginning of season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, they were turbo dueling, and they happened to be turbo dueling Sector Security, and the Sector Security had retrains of the Goyo cards, and they ended up using Goyo Defender, Goyo King, and Goyo Emperor, the new Sector Security. So that's why these are here, straight out of the anime. All is rares, and High Speed Roid was also used in the anime. Super Heavy Samurai Beast QB was used in the anime around that time as well. Odd Eyes Advent. I'm hard pressed to think that this card has a foil copy. I'm not sure. And of course, we got our smorgasbord of tabs open up here at the top. We're going to have to let some of these go, though. We way too wide open. There's an old tab right here. They got Crimson King structure decks being $73. Let's refresh this page because that's definitely not what they are. Oh, they are $73. I was wrong. Those $58 ones, they must have got sniped off the market recently. Nice. And somebody bought one and that was back in freaking. You see what I'm saying? No wonder why the prices dropped on these. Look at the sales data. It's 12, 22, 23. The last one of these sold exactly 20 days ago. And exactly 3 of these displays have sold 3 in exactly the past 30 days. Like, nobody's trying to pay $80 for these. Go ahead and drop the prices on these. Get them off your hands. Create capital for new sets coming out. Super Ancient Dino Beast. Like I said, really like that lore window. Has some very old card. Doesn't have very many printings of it. Some secret rares back here. We already got a tab open for that, though. They don't have the actual cards listed for these sets yet. They just have pre-sales up for booster boxes. Speedo Juex Academy. Dirt cheap. Coming in, the whole set hella primed. The Speedo Battle City box. Fire Information Tinky, Mocking a Gear Frame common down here, coming in at $4 for common Mocking a Gear Frame. Okay. Fire Information Tinky coming in at 5, 13 listings. Dimensional Alchemist coming in at $3. And absolutely an incredible lore window, I must say, for the Dimensional Alchemist, though. It like conducting its dimensional power. Valkyrian the Magnum Warrior, secret rare, 12 listings as well as 370. Gee whiz. Shrink common, 25 listings as well as 296, market price 380. Wabaku common, 20 listings as well as 256, market price 304. Lost Wind down here. This is still very good value for Lost Wind, in my opinion. Then this is Swift Guide to Fierce Night, 12 listings as well as 144, market price 189. Okay. The God cards are way down there. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we Xing out of this one. Let's refresh this page. What's this? The Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Cavern of Souls. Still holding the top slot right now. Ogier Attack, Deepest Foundation. Roaming Throne. It seems like it's down a little bit in value. Chi Mill, the Inner Sun. I just now pulled this in the MTG Arena and put it into one of my decks. I've been using it. Popped off a little bit with it. It's not bad. I haven't like hit. It's random as hell. I haven't like hit anything significant though. In terms of like cards entering, what is it? Trigger? Roaming Throne. Interested about choose a creature type. Roaming Throne is the chosen type in addition to its other types. If a triggered ability of another creature you control, the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional time. Okay, yeah, so very good if you have a deck that has a lot of triggered abilities in it. There's a red rare card in here. It's like Trumpeteer or something. Dinosaurs are running rampant in MTG Arena right now, though. Quintarius Khan. I'm trying to get this card and put it into my deck as well. This Planeswalker. At first, I was looking down on him. Get Lost is being used quite a bit as well, but he's actually really good Planeswalker. He does something that few Planeswalkers do, which is plus and loyalty counters while creating a creature token, which is just unbelievable resource. Battles of Legend, Relentless Revenge. What are we looking at here? Price high to low. What page is this? Page 3. Format Trick Clown in here, ultra rare. Some Dark Lord cards. Oh, that's something did come up as a matter of fact. Like quite a few. Like since we had our last market watch yesterday, there were like 4 spellbook deck profiles that popped up in my feed, and Spellbook of Judgment is back down under $10 though. 17 listings as well as 750. This is being used at 3. Spellbook of Judgment is. The Grand Spellbook Tower, secret rare coming out of the Abyss Rising, 40 listings as well as 449, market price 582. Does this card have a reprint? It does. Out of Premium Go, Return of the Bling. Lol. Uber lol. That would have been dope if it would have at least got the gold secret rare. Gee whiz, Konami. Like I really like this set. However, um, is because of the gold secret rares, which they only put 21 of them in here. But the gold secret rares, like I said, this is gold secret rare done right. S tier gold rare technology. I would have loved to have been participating in Yu-Gi-Oh at the time that this came out. I would have loved to open some of these pack fresh, or to just buy these off the secondary market near mint, fresh, as soon as they dropped. They're still dirt cheap. It's just that getting them in like that pack fresh, near minty condition is tough because I done bought quite a few of these. Rose Paladin, Isolde, Rose Lover, um, and the surface of the cards are so scratched up. They shouldn't be considered near mint. I mean, the surface of the card was scratched up to the point to where you could have called it moderately played. Honestly, like it wouldn't even have been like that. That would have been moderately played. Like the edges and the corners and shit look fine, but the surface was so scratched up that it was moderately played, in my opinion. But yeah, definitely premium go down, right? We'll probably go down the premium go rabbit hole a little bit. But Spellbook of Judgment, it was undervalued at $2. 7 is pretty beastie, but these 3 cards were definitely used at 3. I think Spellbook of Fate is at 2. Spellbook of Master was at 1 being used. And Spellbook of Knowledge. Spellbook Library of the Heliosphere. Look at the sheer number of secret rares, and this does not even include the prophecy cards, because the spellbook cards are all spells, but then the prophecy cards are the monster cards, and then they have secret rares and ultimate rares of the prophecy cards. 4 OTs, which I'm pretty sure are all in S tier ultimate rare technology. Spellbook of Fate, Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, and Spellbook of Power. Yeah, I think Astral Pack 2, yeah, they had S tier ultimate rare technology cards as well. So the top 4 cards are all S tier ultimate rare technology cards. I expect them to be around their market price for at least like max condition, lightly played on lambs. But it go even deeper than that with secret rares for Spellbook of Fate, Grand Spellbook of Tower. Okay, 3 for Spellbook of Judgment. Okay. So 4 legit secret rares. Then Spellbook of the Master, the Grand Spellbook Tower, and Spellbook Library of the Heliosphere. Spellbook of Judgment has 3. The 25th Anniversary Rarity Collection. Damn, that shit is hitting. That shit hits. That shit is sparkling like the sunlight casting its golden glow down through the trees onto the leaves. Luster. That's what that is. And then this has a common in Astral Pack 5. But if you have 3 more spellbook spell cards in your grade, I mean, you can play legit spellbooks up straight up right now. Like I think like all their stuff has been released off the ban list. Except spellbook spell cards. Okay. What do we got here? Brilliant Fusion. I might leave this tab up. What's this one? Pinpoint Landing. We can get rid of Pinpoint Landing. We don't need that one up anymore. That was Soul Fusion. Ledger of Ledgerman. Like I said, is this card even still too slow for Speed Duel? Dirt cheap. Dark Side of Dimension Secret Edition. This is hella nice as well. I might go ahead and leave this page up too. Really like that set. Really, really like that set. Legendary Hero decks. That was part of our previous trip down memory lane, 2018. What is this? Cosmo Blazer? Yikes. Spellbook of the Master. What the hell is going on in Cosmo Blazer? Let's look at the commons. Red Dust On. Probably doesn't even have a reprint. Crimson Sunbird. Does this card have a reprint? Garbage Lord. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that was a Yusei card. You can special summon this card by paying 2,000 life points. This card cannot be used as an Exceed material except for the Exceed summon of a dark monster. But it's a straight up special summon for just 2,000 life points. And it's not a hard once per turn. What the hell is this card? What the hell is Garbage Lord? And then Battle Pack 2 War the Giants round 2. What the hell? What is this? Common coming out of Cosmo Blazer. First edition. 42 cents. Dark level 5 Fiend type monster. You can special summon this card by paying 2,000 life points. This card cannot be used as Exceed material for an Exceed summon except for the Exceed summon of a dark monster. And it's not a once per turn. Okay. Am I missing something? Or should people just like have this card? I mean, having to pay 2,000 life points is pretty hefty in anime since they only play with 4,000, but I'm pleasantly surprised about that. Dice Knight. What are these commons? March of the Monarchs, the Big Cattle Drive, Crimson Sunbird, Double Shark, Fire Formation Tenkin, Fire Formation Tenson, Goblin Circus, Spear Shark, Zero Xerox, a freaking floodgate, Hazy Flames, Brotherhood of the Firefist Raven, common, okay, Hazy Flame Griffin, Spell Wall, Exceed Remora, another Heraldic Beast, Ignition Beast Volcanon. This is number 91 in the set. Abyss Scorn, Exceed Doubleback, Go 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 Ghost, Dodo Bot, Garbage Ogre, Bacon Saver. That's definitely a Yuma card. Bacon Saver. I can hear him saying that now. Zexal Weapon, Ultimate Shield, Brother of the Firefist Hawk. This is actually a dope lore window. Like some of my favorite weapons, guys. I really like the Katana Blade. The Katana Blade might be number one. It might be number one. And then I like the balanced sword. When I say the balanced sword, I mean like the symmetrical sword. Like it's symmetrical on both sides. It's sharp, and the hilt is symmetrical on both sides. With a shield, and then the balanced sword dual wield, and then the spear, and then the bow and arrow. So like that's in order of like my weapon combinations. And just I get artworks with bows being drawn. I'm drawn in. Okay, let's see. Dice Nod does not have a reprint. When your opponent special summons a monster, roll a 6-sided die and return any of those monsters whose level equals the die result to the hand. That shit is, and it's not once per turn. So it's when your opponent special summons a monster, every time your opponent special summons a monster, you roll a 6-sided die. It doesn't hit link monsters though, because they don't have levels. And it doesn't hit exceed monsters because they don't have levels. That's interesting for dice-based decks. Common coming out of Cosmo Wizard does not have a reprint. Near Mint First Day is 22 cents. Crimson Sunbird. Vanilla Fusion, level 6 fire attribute Wing Beast does not have a reprint. As I thought. A Goblin Circus. This does have a reprint. During each of your end phases, reveal the card at the bottom of your deck, then either place it on the top of your deck or banish it face down. Okay. Where is this reprint coming from? Speed Duel decks Match of the Millennium. All right. Zero Z-Rock does not have a reprint. Floodgate. Your opponent cannot target a face-up attack position monster with 0 attack for attacks. Floodgate, specific as hell, with 0 attack for attacks. I mean, I guess. I don't know too many decks that focus on 0 attack monsters, but if you do, this is the card for you for sure. Spell Wall does not have a reprint. Common coming out of Cosmo Blazer. Activate one of these effects. Your opponent takes no damage this turn. During this turn, what is it? This turn, the summons of spellcaster type monsters cannot be negated, and when a spellcaster type monster is summoned, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects. Target one face-up spellcaster type monster on the field. If it attacks this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. Okay, this card, I see why it doesn't have a reprint. I mean, yeah, maybe if it was searchable, Spell Wall. I don't know about that one. No, Ignition Beast Volcanon does not have a reprint. And this is a super poly target. One machine type monster plus one pyro type monster. Wait a minute, aren't we in like a pyro? Wait, does rescue maybe? No? Is that a reach? Pyro types, sinful spoils. No. Machines? Cyber Dragon? When this card is fusion summoned, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy that target, also destroy this card. Then if both monsters were destroyed, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the monster in the graveyard that was targeted by this effect. Okay. I mean, at the very least, it's a super poly target that does not have a reprint. Another fusion monster in Cosmo Blazer that doesn't have a reprint. Okay. Both commons. All right. Garbage Ogre. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Add one garbage lord from your deck to your hand. Okay. So this is a level 3 dark attribute fiend type monster. This is a once per turn though. You can only use this effect, the Garbage Ogre, once per turn. So even though this is like the card you would run 3 of, so you can discard it to search your one of Garbage Lord to special summon it, because you can only use the effect once per turn. It kind of makes it kind of busted running 3 of these. Garbage Ogre does not have a reprint either. Brother of the Firefist Hawk, look at that lore window. That's why we are here. That is dope. I really, really like this card. Astro Pack 2 Super. If I want the foil copy, I gotta go to Astro Pack 2. And they got it for me for the low. Last shot cards got 37 of these for 25 cents. Sign me up. Sign me up, last shot. I'm gonna probably buy $3 worth. I need this in the top loader to look at in the light in all the angles. It'd be dope if you had commons too, last shot cards. I like to grab the common as well. First ed. Nah, I'm gonna probably just have to buy like $2 worth from like a real good deal or something like that. 20 copies for $2. 21. I'm gonna be set on my Brotherhood of the Firefist Hawks though. If this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can set one fire formation spell card directly from your deck. While you control a face-up fire formation spell or trap card, all Firefist monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense. Nice, nice. I like Hawk though. Garbage Lord, that's pretty wild. And that was just the commons out of Cosmo Blazer. What's the rares looking like? Oh, there's Slacker Magician, 74 listings as low as $1.10. Crimson Blader, 133 listings as low as 94 cents. Market price 187. Isn't like the foil copy of this like money? If it is, I just grab the rares. Exo Weapon Lightning Blade, Blackwing Gladius, the Midnight Suns, Exo Weapon Tornado Bringer, a Blackwing Damascus, the Polar Knight, Brush Fire Knight. Brush Fire, this is the Armageddon Knight for Fire attribute. Infernal Flame Vixen. Whoa, didn't we get Infernal Flame Banshee recently? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is there another with Hazy Flame? Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on, Hazy Flame Paratime? Yo, Hazy Flame is a thing. Super Ancient Shark Megalodon. Hazy Flame is at level. Wow. What is going on? Brother of the Firefist Gorilla. Gorilla. Infernity Archer. Does this have a reprint? Yo, we about to search Hazy Flame real quick. Heraldry Reborn, Heraldic Beast, Heraldry Reborn, and then Infernal Flame Vixen, Infernal Flame, and Hazy Flame. We about to go down the rabbit hole. Crimson Blader. Let's look at this first. Yeah, it has a secret legendary collection 5Ds. That's the money one, and a super rare out of Astro Pack 4 that actually has some value as well. But I mean, yeah, just to have access to the card, I'll just pick up the rare for $2. The secret is nice. $6.49, $6. It's definitely down. It was in April, it was $18. So if you've been waiting for this, for what you could have bought one for in April, you could get a playset for right now for the Secret Rare Crimson Blader. If it ever does spike up again because they don't give it a reprint and it's like being used for some reason, you will be set. It's going crazy in there. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on that Crimson Blader. Infernity Archer does not have a reprint. While you have no cards in your hand, this card can attack your opponent directly. A level 6, 2000 attack. That's like the whole game plan for Infernities, if I'm not mistaken, is to have no cards in their hand. So this being able to attack directly, level 6, Fiend, Dark Attribute, especially with Fiend type monsters like Ariana right now. And like, what's that? Like Archfiend's Ghastly Glitch, I think it is. I feel like it's easier than ever to get this out in the field. Heraldry Reborn does not have a reprint rare coming out of Cosmo Blazer. Target one heroic beast monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target not once per turn. Not once per turn. Just straight up do what you do. Heraldry Reborn. That's hella nice. What was the card? There was something. The Hazy Flame. Yeah, let me go ahead and Infernal Flame. Bring up a tab for that, and bring up tab for this Hazy Flame. Because if I ain't know any better, I'd say Infernal Flame Vixen does not have a reprint. Once per turn, you can attach one material. It gains 500 attack until your opponent's next in phase. When this card with 2,500 or more attack is destroyed, target 3 monsters in the graveyards. Banish those targets. What? Is that really all you have for us? Infernal Flame Vixen. Infernal Flame Banshee. Infernal Flame Emperor. Out of structure deck Fire Kings. Didn't we? What is the structure deck we just recently got? Didn't we just out of structure deck Blaze of Destruction? That's where he debuted at. World Championship 2010 card pack. Infernal Flame Emperor, structure deck Blaze of Destruction. Infernal Flame Banshee, Infernal Flame Vixen. What is this? What is this Infernal Flame line that they're working with? Infernal Flame Emperor, structure deck Blaze of Destruction. Blaze of Destruction. Speak of the devil, fucking Snatch Steals in this damn set. Was this like a burn type deck? Blaze of Destruction. Hazy Flame Basilicus does not have a reprint, but that's not why we're here. We want to look at Hazy Flames as a whole. Those 2 words. Let's go A to Z real quick. Yo, none of these motherfucking cards have a reprint. None of the Hazy Flames have a reprint. Cosmo Blazer, Primal Origin, and Onslaught of the Fire Kings. They gave us Hazy Flame Hippogriff. What? They're all level 6. They're all fire attribute. They're an exceed based thing, but they're different types. Beast Warrior, Pyro, Winged Beast. What is this one? Your opponent cannot target this card. Once per turn, you contribute 1 other fire monster. This card gains 300 attack. You can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original attack becomes 1,000. This card cannot be targeted with card effects. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 hazy card from your deck to your hand. Okay, so any hazy card. Are these the only hazy cards? Hazy and Yu-Gi-Oh! No, Hazy Glory and Hazy Pillar. Okay, 2 other cards that don't have reprints. You can normal summon Hazy Flame monsters for 1 less tribute. You can send this face-up card from the field to the graveyard to target 1 hazy card in your graveyard, except Hazy Glory. Add that target to your hand. Okay, so this is extremely important because it lets you just normal summon all of your hazy monsters without having to tribute summon them. Yo, when is Konami going to drop? Hey, I'm surprised Konami hasn't dropped hazy support within this time frame, considering this is the year of the fire. What would they do though? Would they try to give these like you can normal summon hazy flame monsters for 1 less tribute. Once per turn, you can target 1 Exceed monster you control. Attach 1 hazy flame monster from your hand or your side of the field to that Exceed monster as an Exceed material. Okay. for one less tribute. I'd love to get this lure window in foil though. I ain't gonna lie. This lure window it does some world building. Hazy Pillar for sure. Hazy Pillar for the win. But Hazy Flames are dirt cheap. Like even if they did give them like broken support, I'd be hard pressed to think that Konami wouldn't try to reprint any of these in some type of foil. If they didn't, like I guess you could see like some of the rares going up in value, maybe. Hazy Flame Paraton, Hazy Flame Manicore. But people will really have to want to play this. Never even got to the subject at hand, guys, but of course we can't be out here all day. Hopefully I provided some value with this live stream market watch. Like Kakarot, send me your energy so we can get that Space Gate charged up for a part two. We try to come out here and actually stick to the script. But with that, we're going to be getting up out of here. Nimbus, are we in there? Are we in there? Yeah, we in there.